First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First and 10. Rowe. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down. Rowe. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rowe. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
On first down, Rowe. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Rowe. Intercepted. Touch with great anticipation. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
First and 10.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Gordon, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. So a one-handed catch from OBJ in the end zone. I'm not really surprised anymore, I guess. This is becoming routine.
Yeah, isn't that something? And we have to be careful ourselves, right, about treating it as only routine, because it's still spectacular to go up one hand, possess the football, whether there's contact or not, to come down and create that play. That's absolutely phenomenal. And one way it happens, these guys work at it. They practice these types of catches all the time.
And he practices it all the time. You see his pregame routine. We were down there today. It's unbelievable.
It absolutely is. And now the stigma of looking like you're showing off is really gone. Now it's actually part of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A toss play to Chubb. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Mayfield now from the 50. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return from Browns TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He's singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Back to throw. Roll. And that could be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on second down. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Browns.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Browns add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Rowe. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign to me. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here to his running back. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
McCrane able to knock this one through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
24.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
43-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Rowe. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So left side, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun on third down. Rowe. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. A final shot before break. Rowe, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. A run for Nick Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Mayfield. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Which way? Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 31. Falcons 3.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rowe. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Rowe. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Rowe. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Rowe. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. His 1st career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
They'll try and throw for it, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Falcons 11. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The Browns ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Mayfield.
2nd and 6.
And it's caught off the deflection.
Complete.
And that's the defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Low, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Rowe. Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Low. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Operating from the gun. Rowe. And it's caught. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
first.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Falcons 11. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
2nd and 4.